Hi guys, next to me is the Suzuki S-Cross. It's a car that is not perfect, but it doesn't need to be. So first, let's take a look around the car. The full name of the car next to me is the Suzuki S-Cross All Grip Full Hybrid Ultra. And that's to do with all specifications, which means it is the top of the range. It's four-wheel drive and it's a 1.5 litre full hybrid version. This model produces 115 brake horsepower and comes with a 6-speed automated manual. However, you can opt for a 1.4 litre mild hybrid or even two-wheel drive. But where the S-Cross shines is the fact it's budget friendly. Now this whole car with all the extras including the Ultra Pack and it being four-wheel drive is £33,000. Its insurance group is only 16E, and in terms of fuel economy, this should get 54 mpg. That's not bad. Exterior wise, I think it's a really good looking car. It's got some nice angles, some nice shapes, and it's been styled pretty well. The S-Cross is a good looking SUV, not too big, not too clunky, and with aesthetically pleasing features, such as the 17-inch polished finished alloy wheels, as well as practical ones like automatic LED headlights. If you opt for the 1.4 litre version, you can get a 430 litre boot, but sadly if you go for the full hybrid, you do sacrifice some of that boot space for the battery pack, coming in at 293 litres. There is loads of room in the rear seats. 3 adults could be quite comfortable, but you do lose a little bit of headroom for the sunroof, and that's just in the Ultra Pack. So if you're looking for 3 adults, maybe opt out on the sunroof, but in terms of leg room, and if it was kids, you'd have more than enough space. The interior is quite simple, but it has everything you need and more. For example, a great reversing camera, Apple CarPlay, heated seats, but don't expect the most premium of materials. But like I said, it does the job. It has everything you would actually use day to day, and even a sunroof thanks to the Ultra spec. It's a user-friendly layout, which is what I think most people miss from modern SUVs. Physical buttons, 9-inch infotainment system with all the necessities, plus Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Literally, what more could you need? It's really comfortable, you've got a great seating position and the visibility is excellent. You've also got all your safety systems that you need, so you know you're going to be kept on the straight and narrow. But what can be argued as the most important aspect of the car is, of course, the driving. It's what you're going to be doing most of the time with it, and it needs to get you from A to B, which this is a big tick. But you also want to do it comfortably, and do you know what? The S-Cross really does tick that off. The suspension is a bit softer, which means that it takes all the bumps in its stride. It's lighter than an average SUV, so it's quite directional with the steering, and you can actually just really sit back and relax. It's a very smooth and easy car to drive, whether you're on the motorway or whether you're just nipping around town. It really does suit the best of both worlds. The full hybrid isn't really too much of an issue. You don't feel any kind of changes between EV and the petrol engine, which is really, really nice. But if I was to say the thing that let this car down is the gearbox. It's a little bit slow to change and can be a little bit slow off the line in terms of acceleration. But again, we're not racing anyone. If you literally are just using this car every day, A to B, it does the job perfectly. My favourite thing about it though is the size. It doesn't feel too big. Sometimes in SUVs, in terms of parking spaces and road sizes, you can feel like you're really dominating the road, whereas this is just, I think, the perfect size whilst not compromising on anything like space. If you're someone who's not bothered about having the fastest 0 to 60 time, then this car is really spot on because it's doing everything so well and you're saving money at the same time, which is nowadays super, super important. Whilst the S-Cross is not the most luxurious, not the quickest, it certainly has a great price point. It does everything it should, everything you'll need and a little bit more. So there we have it guys, you all know the drill. So make my journey your journey, like, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.